a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the #2 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. The Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Back in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's caught inside the 10.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. From the shotgun, drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. The breaks the score is tied here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a solid game will spot the ball for 31.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Got him for a sack, a big play. Made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Knowles. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that previous play. He'll ride the back again here. Finds room at the 30. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. First down. They're going to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Trying to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. And the Noles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught on the outside. It's McCoy. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
The Seminoles pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runs through the defender. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Florida State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. He does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To throw, it's Allen. Cut quickly. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Single back takes the handoff. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to make a big play downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. 1st down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Team now set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Oklahoma offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they stop him? Physical run breaks through a tackle. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The Noles are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it near the end zone.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work on his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
It's second down after that completion. Back to pass. It's Allen. Looking for the wideout. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Freedom, freedom. Longer. Acorn.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. One more play before they head to the locker room. Corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second and short, easy first down. No. Denied. Stop. Bring up third down.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? The Sooners are on the move here.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push. the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Oh, a reverse. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Well, the offense failed earlier in the 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all, the national championship.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? Just trucks the man.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
That's a design quarterback keeper. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Inside the 30 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage. Because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 5-yard line. The coverage team makes him pay for that decision. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they get. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Oh, and they pick. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense on the field to take over. Press coverage now from the secondary. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually you're going to hit some big plays.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And here's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Seminoles. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And here comes a deep shot. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now the 40. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
This quarterback loved to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. The ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown. No. And the beatdown continues. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they've got him back at the 4-yard line. Great coverage. Bad decision to bring it out. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "What in the heck was that all about?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all day.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. And he'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
2nd down after the incompletion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it again. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And the Florida State offense is back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Fights off a defender.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And they'll use the ground game here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. sets the formation. It's third down.
Here we go.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. And the Knowles bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial third down play coming up after that run.
3:25.
Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. The Seminoles come to the line in a hurry up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. He's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Right near the goal line. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. There's another interception. We're losing track. He's got some room and some blockers here. They can't slow him down. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. That's it. It's official. We have our national champion.